Hey guys, and you are listening to ProfoundRadio, and I'm Mapal.
I'm Silven.
I'm Shannon.
And wow, yes, we are here after episode 821. Whew,
Yeah.
what a week.
We're missing Kaleb today because he is sick with a cold and we wish him a swift recovery.
Yeah.
Get well soon, BB.
Bless him. I think he's a bit upset, and we miss him and we love him, and it's not the same without Kaleb anymore. So yeah, everyone go wish him love. And yeah, we have Shannon back with us too. So
yay!
Yay! Right, quickly before we begin, I just really want to apologise if the stream suddenly cuts out because my internet has been on and off all day. If it does cut out, Shannon is ready to save the day, and
I was trained today.
He was trained, and we will get back up as soon as possible. Oh, has it crashed already? Someone said crash. No, it's still going. You're okay, guys. You're okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, the agenda today. Shall we go through this? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a few thank yous and so on. And we actually have some birthday wishes today. We'll get to those soon. And then we have our usual episode 21 review. What's coming up in 22 and 23, which is amazing. Woo! Then we have a special fandom related talk later, one of our little special things. Yes. And a few questions, and then what is going to be coming up in our future broadcasts, and some stuff from conventions at the minute, and some other things too that we need to discuss. So let's get on with. I just want to say a quick thank you to all the nice messages we have been getting on our blog. We don't really publish them that often because obviously it can get a bit cluttering, but we have some really nice messages. They're absolutely amazing. We read them all and they keep us going. I don't know about you guys, but
thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I'm sure we can all say both with messages on the radio blog and on our personal blogs. Just thank you so much for all the support we're getting.
Seriously, guys, just you have no idea how amazing I feel. I'm pretty sure Maple and Sylvan feel whenever we read this stuff. It's just wow.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing, every single one of you.
Every time we get a nice message, I'm just like, oh my god, that's so sweet. And yeah, Russ is meant to be tuning in today, but he's gone for a drive, so I'll kick his ass.
But we're not mad because he has a very nice car that he's driving.
Yeah, he's excused.
He has an amazing car.
Yeah, so
go check his Twitter because it's beautiful. She's beautiful.
A beautiful car. So you are forgiven, Russ, but I will still kick your ass. It's a long story. Anyway, birthday wishes, because wow, we're a popular show now, so we get birthday wishes coming in. So, firstly, firstly, I would like to wish a happy birthday to Ben, who is 23 on Monday, and Ben is responsible for our intro, our lovely little flashy thing at the beginning. I do believe his Tumblr is Willful Gods, he's a gamer. So, big thank you to Ben, and happy birthday on Monday, I hope you have a good day. And the other one, we had an anon get in touch with us saying, could you say happy birthday to Deborah on Profound today? So happy birthday, Deborah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Deborah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Deborah. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's that out the way. So episode 21, guys.
Oh god.
I keep saying each week, no, this is my new favourite episode. Then the next week I'm like, no, this is my new favourite episode.
I'd like to commend him for making such a great episode without making it as crippling as Torn and Frayed was.
Yeah. There was some really, really, gut-wrenching, heart-clutching scenes to watch, but it didn't leave you quite as much of a whimpering wreck.
Yeah, I was just like, I wasn't even sad during the episode at all. There were sad things going on, but I was just so excited because of all the freaking stuff we got about angels this episode.
It was amazing. And the big plot twist about Cass, and just I have a list here, right? I have a list, and for anyone, I'm sure you guys may have had a little giggle. Anyone who sees the agenda for this week is this, basically. Cass being a genius, Crowley being a genius, Kevin being a genius, and Dean being a genius. A bean? Yeah, Dean being a genius, and I do believe Sam was a genius too. So basically, everyone was really smart in this episode.
Yeah.
Because should we start with Cass?
Oh yes.
Jesus, Cass.
I know.
Oh my god.
He's just got such a physics brain, and just basically moulding the universe, and then using free will as well to trick the angels and get them stuck in a loop. It was just amazing.
It was completely amazing. And I'm really loving the way they're fleshing out Cass as someone who's still very much an angel, but he's a completely new type of angel. He's definitely not, from Naomi's crowd, and we're getting shown that more and more. And I'm really enjoying that season.
I was so surprised. I thought whenever they started talking about how Cass put it all in a time loop, I was like, whoa, are we getting to Doctor Who territory here? What's going on? But I was seriously just like, wow, that's actually a really good idea. Cass, how did you even think that up?
It's really, really
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was can we just say the one thing that let him down was that he had too much heart and he had to stop for the waitress.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know.
Yeah.
If he had kept going, he could have still keep, evading them. But he knew they would keep slaughtering, and he stopped, and I was just like, oh, no.
I was like, I saw what they did to those freaking people in that diner. I was like, Naomi, you fucking bitch.
It's awful.
Yeah, and can we just say, from the methods Cass is using, I think that Cass has truly managed to cultivate within himself a sort of mixed mentality.
Yeah.
Between angels and humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's becoming very evident right now because it's come a time where angels don't understand the language Cass is speaking because they're like, what are these biggersons? What is this thing he's doing? Despite the fact that they originally come with the same programming, but clearly Cass is
different.
A very special cookie. Yeah.
It's very different. They say he's broken, he has a crack in his chassis, but really, maybe he was basically... Because he's quite a young angel, isn't he? He's meant to be quite a young angel. Maybe God was testing out a new theory or something. And
You know what I was thinking? You know what I realized while I was watching that episode? Remember how they were talking about how Metatron didn't know anything about the tablets?
Yeah.
And everyone was didn't know that the tablets were being used. So everyone was talking about, and remember how we always talked about how maybe Metatron was the one that made the whole angel tablet thing glow and give Castiel his mission?
Yeah.
I think it was, now I'm starting to think that it was God.
Yeah.
He's the only person now who could be telling Cass what to do, who could be giving Cass a mission.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I believe about Cass, that Cass is the only angel who's been truthfully following the path that God has set for angels, not just this season, but consistently ever since he appeared on the show. And apparently with the things that we were told this episode, since forever.
Yeah. Someone said, Pat just said that they don't think Castiel's as young as we think. Now, Castiel's really, really, ancient, but he is one of the younger angels, under archangels and so on. So, that's what I think, anyway.
Remember, I was watching with Kaleb, and then Ion was on there, and then everyone was like, "Oh my God, Ion's so hot!" And I could not sit there and think Ion was hot because Ion was hurting my little baby. It's like,
well, weren't you? Hey?
Wait, sorry.
I was going to say, weren't you the one who was, actually happy when Ion died?
Oh, man. I was jumping up and down in glee when Ion was dead. I was like, yeah, you deserve to die. Oh, guys, if you notice that I'm cussing a lot more lately, it's because I just got over state tests, and I'm really testy.
You're really testy. Okay.
That's fine.
But yeah, one of the major things we found out this season is that the Archangel agenda is indeed completely different agenda. It's not that we didn't know that, but with the Apocalypse arc, you kind of assume at least for them to be on the same side because God's agenda was ambiguous. But I think we can tell now for sure that Archangel agenda is at this point completely separate from God agenda, and it's another reason for me to believe that if the figure siding with Cass is God, or the figure siding with Naomi are the archangels, obviously.
It kind of makes you wonder, why did God leave if he knew that this stuff was going to happen? Because he's omnipotent. He's all-seeing. He can probably see every single thing that could have resulted in him leaving. So it makes you wonder, why did he leave and leave it up to the angels?
I don't know.
Because sometimes you're just gonna let stuff happen.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're just gonna let stuff happen, and sometimes that's the only way things can happen. Because there's, I think the reason why he could have left is because he knows the ending, and he knows the way that needs to be taken to that ending, and that is that way. And I mean, then again, we never truly know how much he's present in the story, because he doesn't reveal his presence. So like we never truly, and he can conceal himself as anything. Yeah.
The thing broke. Do you want me to try to do mine?
Oh yeah.
Give it 2 seconds, because sometimes it does this. Oh, it's back. It's back. We'll give it one more chance. One more chance.
Yeah.
One more chance. Yeah. I was going to say something. Oh, I was going to say, what if God didn't leave of his own accord?
Could be. Oh, that's an interesting twist.
Yeah.
I think with what Metatron was saying, though, it didn't really sound like that. It sounded like God just left. I don't think I could really see anyone who could make God where.
Although we have a lot of this sort of things aren't always as you see them and stuff going on at the minute. So what if it's some sort of manipulation or something? I don't know.
Yeah. There's am I the only person who somehow felt that perception as the theme of the season was somehow really showcased this time? I can't quite put a finger on it, but a lot of the time, like, it was the focus. Because we saw some things. We saw Sam's perception at some point. We saw Cass's perception. We saw Metatron's perception that was apparently completely different from what the Winchesters were experiencing. And I'm just
quickly, Gemma's noticed and people are asking what the weird background noise is. That would be Cass playing with he got a new space hopper and it makes the weirdest noise. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We have our mascot in the background.
Yeah,
yeah. Apologise.
It's Castiel the Baptiel, so
with the whole perception thing, I feel like it's all. For some reason, after this episode, I feel like God's going to be a lot more into it in the later seasons. Like in season 9 and 10, I feel like God's going to be a much bigger character.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everyone has their own perception as to what happened with God. Like maybe the angels think that God left. Maybe God did tell someone what happened. Like maybe Joshua will come back and tell him.
Yeah.
It could be a completely different thing. Maybe Joshua was probably the one who found some way to make God leave. But then I think that doesn't make any sense, because I don't know who could make God leave. I don't know what magic they could use on God to make him leave heaven.
Caleb says, what if God's trapped somewhere?
Maybe.
Could
be.
But there's a thing, did you guys see Russ's thing? I think it was Russ who said that how could Sam remember the Grand Canyon when it didn't happen or something?
Did Russ respond to that?
That was what he said. He was like, oh, but wait, how can they remember Dean doesn't remember it because it didn't happen. I'll see if I can find it on his blog.
Wait, oh my god, that's a planned thing? Because everyone thinks it's such a major plot hole, but if that's a planned thing, then that's kind of ingenious.
Yeah, Russ God. Why would Sam have a memory of the family going to the Grand Canyon when they never actually went? Dean has no memory because it never happened. What's going on? Why does Sam have planted memories? I'm so lost. That was Russ.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, if that's what's happening, then who's planting these memories in Sam's mind? I think it was, I don't remember, a submission or something, but then he's replied to the post saying, this is a complex question with an equally complex answer. If you pay attention, if you pay close attention. Then he started his weird caps lock again.
he... I can't... Hang on, I'm going to put it up on the screen for the Sherlocks to look at. Oh, hi, it's me. Sorry, I'm up for pup steal later. There you go.
I agree with DJ Whisper. Death and God would have totally hit up a pizzeria.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has come up. Equally complex answer. If you pay attention, close attention, the answer shall be revealed. This message is cryptic and without a doubt going to make you all work hard to decipher its hidden meaning. I have faith in you. It's an old story.
Lady Skylar, don't talk like that. Dean's memory was not wiped.
Oh, but Cass's has been. Cass's has been hundreds of times.
Can we talk? No, can we talk about, like, I can't get over that entire thing.
I know.
That little thing that him and Naomi talked about how Castiel has rebelled more than once and how his memory's been wiped so many times. It makes me think that, oh my gosh, how is that? How many times has Castiel done this, and why has he been doing this? Has he always been the type of angel that loves humans over everything else?
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, if that's true, then that means he's probably defied God at least once or twice.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, but...
What?
Yeah, but on the other hand, God did tell angels to love humanity, and Cass is the only one who's doing it actively. Like, he's the only one who legitimately, truly put himself on the same side as humans, while none of the other angels seem to be doing, with some very small exceptions, like sort of Gabriel, kind of Anna.
Yeah. Did you see the theory that Dean's been reincarnated in every lifetime, and each time Cass falls in love with him?
Wait,
oh
people
god,
are saying that he didn't rebel, that he hasn't rebelled once, but I thought Naomi said that he's rebelled before.
Yeah,
didn't she
had to wipe his mind hundreds of times.
Yeah, clearly, evidently, evidently that's exactly what happened, and it does make you wonder if he had reason to rebel. That means that they have attempted very major operations like this at least several times before.
Yeah. So I'm just watching the chat. There's some quite interesting things coming up. Yeah, someone says, I don't think Cass is disobeying God, just the higher up angels.
Yeah, that's what I think, that the Archangel's agenda is different, and this is the agenda he's disobeying, because he's kind of literally doing what God said to do.
Yeah, he just disobeys orders. He never follows the correct orders. He didn't necessarily full-on rebel against God and the rules and all that. He just didn't want to follow the orders, or he followed them in his own roundabout way. I think that's the thing. So, alright, hang on, I'll just go back to the other screen. That's Russ's message. Did you guys see Russ's message? I cannot work it out.
Well, people are saying, no, he didn't follow the orders to the letter. Well, to angels, that might as well be rebelling, because they want you to follow exactly what they say, exactly as they say it. So
the thing is, angels are automatons.
Yeah.
They're literally not supposed to feel anything at all.
Yeah.
This is why. And Cass's levels of both emotions and thinking independently are so way above the quota there that he is just... Yeah. It's like this post going around on Tumblr with a sub-screenshot of Naomi that says, "Hi, this is Naomi in IT. I'm gonna need a new serif."
I saw that.
Yes, this one is completely hopeless. Yes, I have tried turning it off and on again.
Yeah. Oh god, what are you doing? Yeah, she's like, this is a regular problem. Something like, you need to reinstall the operating system, and it's just like... Yeah.
And can I just say how utterly traumatized I was by Cass's and Ion's talk about the whole thing, where Ion basically revealed that they do it to everyone, and they do it to everyone regularly. And that actually gives us some really new thoughts, because apparently if they have to do it to everyone, that means that Cass is just the one who is the most successful at a thing that other angels can also be inclined to. Because if they have to wipe everyone's memories, that means that acting towards human the way they want them to act towards human either traumatizes them, or makes them disobedient, or makes them feel like they're doing something wrong. That clearly implies that, no, it's not in the nature of angels. Angels are not dicks naturally. They're only dicks if you do this to them.
I think that because basically you heard that the archangels were the ones to take over heaven. I think that the archangels probably hired Naomi to do a mass reprogramming of how angels were built, to where the angels wouldn't listen to God, but they'd listen to the archangels.
Yeah.
I have no idea anymore. I'm just so confused.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like clearly Naomi is, she's a hired gun for the archangels, and that's exactly what she does, because she tried to fix Cass, clearly, and Samandriel spoke of Naomi too, so clearly Samandriel went through exactly the same thing, and Ion too, apparently, so it really does seem like Naomi is just, chief of IT there.
Yeah,
who does the whole
maintenance. Yeah, maintenance. So.
Yeah, she's maintenance.
It's like someone made a comparison to iRobot, and it's sort of like Cass is like Sonny in iRobot, the one that is rebelling, has emotions when he shouldn't have emotions, and so on.
And I feel like everyone's saying, well, now what about the archangels? But then I'm thinking, when you have the power that the archangels gave to Naomi, because the archangels I think could have completely obliterated Naomi, but now Naomi's extremely powerful. She's reprogrammed the angels to the point where they fear the archangels, and in turn they fear her because she's the one who's been reprogramming them. So I'm thinking now she's the one who's trying to do what the archangels wanted to do. She's trying to rule heaven and the universe.
Yeah. I've forgotten what I was going to say. I'm so tired. This is why I'm just letting you guys talk a bit, because I'm exhausted.
No, it's okay, honey. We all get tired sometimes. And yeah, we do need to account for the fact that, the archangels are now, mostly dead. 2 of them are dead. And 2 of them are in a cage.
Yeah.
But then again, we don't know exactly how many archangels there are, because in the Bible, canonically, there is more than 4 archangels, and it could be that we still haven't seen all of them.
Yeah, although apparently...
Because,
I heard somewhere that in the supernatural universe there are only 4, which I was really disappointed about, because there are some badass archangels out there. So,
with the way that Metatron was talking, he really did only talk about the archangels being Gabriel, Raphael, Michael, and Lucifer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means that...
Yeah.
But that does mean that there is no middleman between the archangels and Naomi, because I do believe that there's also still someone standing behind her back. That she's definitely not, standing on her own. I think there's some figures we have yet to see. It could be.
There's quite a lot of talk going on about Metatron in the chat, and I just wanted to see what you guys thought. A lot of people think that Metatron's outright lying about everything, that Metatron will turn against them, that Metatron's actually an archangel.
Yeah.
I don't know, I believe him.
Honestly, I don't... I didn't get the feeling that he was lying at all, and that is for one simple thing. The way Metatron was presented is very similar to the way Chuck was presented to us.
Yeah.
And that kind of put them, in my head, that really put them in the same wavelength. And if Chuck is indeed God, of which I think we do have proof, he really would be the type to just, pick another nerdy dude from the secretarial pool and just have him do the stuff. He's not... He created a lot of powerful beings, but he's not the one for flashy antics. I really do think that he would pick someone like Metatron. And another reason why it's so perfect for Metatron to just be a simple run-of-the-mill angel while also having created the tablet is that power corrupts you, and the less power Metatron himself has, the less possibility it is that the power inside him will corrupt him to use the tablets in some sort of destructive way.
Yeah.
So it's...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I mean, it's exactly what Silven's saying. You've got someone, if Metatron was meant to be this powerful angel who was just as bad as all the other ones, then I think he would have already used the tablets against people by now. Yeah. I think he was genuinely an angel that did the work of God, and then when he was done, and God left, and everything started going to complete chaos up in heaven, he left and he avoided the archangels because he did not want to be up there. He did not want to be used against. He did not want to be used against what he was sent to do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, imagine if Metatron had the power to actually use the tablets. I mean, that would be disastrous for heaven. So it's in God's best interest to keep him powered down. So
which is exactly why Metatron should have completely no agenda, no benefit when it comes to using the tablets.
No.
And to everyone who's bringing up Adam, like, I'll let Mapal and Silven talk about Adam because I have some very good things to say about Adam that you guys will not like.
Yeah, don't let me talk about it because I just don't care, to be honest. I know that's awful, but he was used as a plot device and that was terrible, but I don't... Everyone's always like,
Why are we talking about Adam to begin with?
Because that's all people ever talk about.
Adam coming back, and I'm just like...
Yeah, but we have a lot of stuff to discuss for this episode, so I think we should kind of just stick to that, really.
Yeah, we're not going to bring up Adam at the moment. We might bring him up in another episode.
Yeah, just not Adam now. Adam's kind of irrelevant at the minute.
I
don't think Metatron's bad, so...
I don't think he's bad either.
Because isn't one of the upcoming plots that he's going to help Cass sort Heaven out or something like that? I think I read somewhere that him and Cass are involved in sorting Heaven. It's something like Metatron asks for Castiel's help or something like that. So it doesn't really sound bad. Really. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next on the agenda?
Well, we have...
Next...
Can we do Crowley?
Crowley. Oh, God, Crowley.
Can I just say...
I had a dream.
Genius. Yes, your dream. What is your dream?
I had a dream that Crowley would one-up everyone. And it came true.
Did it really come true? I mean, he did kind of get one-up by Kevin there, which made me so freaked.
Yeah, but everyone mostly... By everyone, I mostly meant Naomi.
It's just the genius. Just the genius of the bullet. I was just like, how... You clever bastard. It's just... so smart to melt down an angel blade, and I hope that turns into like a regular weapon now.
And can I point out something extremely curious that Andy Fanfiction pointed out in his blog, and is that the gun is a Luger. It's the kind of gun that SS officers used in Nazi Germany, and like Crowley's been consistently stuck with imagery from that period from Nazi Germany, and it's really curious.
Oh,
it's.
I was gonna say, is that from Nazi Germany? Because he had a poster of him in a Nazi uniform up in hell.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just
headcanon. Crowley was a Nazi at some point.
or he helped the Nazi party.
Yeah, maybe it was part of Hitler.
Yeah, because Yeah, and
maybe in the supernatural universe, that's why Hitler killed himself, because the Hellhounds were going to get him. So it's maybe just like
maybe that's how Hitler got into power.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's
Hitler
a beautiful
was a weird dude.
Yeah, Hitler
creepy,
just
but I mean.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. New headcanon. Hitler sold his soul to Crowley.
Yes. yes. Headcanon accepted. Absolutely. Yes.
That's fantastic.
And
can I just say, guys, I will not tolerate Crowley hate. Please stop with the Crowley hate, because he is amazing in every way. He's like one of the best villains ever. So, no.
Yeah.
No hate.
You can love him, hate him, but don't all around hate him.
No. You were allowed to hate him as a villain, but just stop, please. We don't hate any characters.
As a character, just guys, no. He's a completely, absolutely brilliant character. I mean, just the number of things he has successfully survived. Just the amount of wits he would need to do that. And the thing that fascinates me most about Crowley, and that I love most, is that Crowley's a businessman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's such a successful villain. Crowley's a businessman. He's not an emo boy. He's not a flashy villain. He's a businessman. This is why he gets stuff done. This is why he got stuff done in this episode.
Yeah. Crowley's just amazing. He's like one of my favourite characters. So.
And can I just say, like, I've heard a lot of things around the fandom about how was Crowley? Why haven't they ever done the Angel Blade bullets in a gun before? The thing with Crowley is he has a lot of power, and I'm guessing all these new weapons we're probably going to see from him were probably in development for a while. They were probably tested and everything. He has not had time until he became the King of Hell to do all this crap because before he was the King of Hell, he was a Crossroads demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all this stuff that's happening is purely because Crowley has more time to plan and to make all this stuff.
Okay, sorry.
Previous...
Sorry, guys, please stop with the hate in the chat. We will not tolerate any character hate here at all. Please stop. I will find a way to kick you if you carry on. Please.
Even if it's a character that is not genuinely liked by any of the supernatural fandom, we will not tolerate hate here. This is not a hateful place.
This is not a hateful place. We do not hate Meg. We do not hate Crowley. We will not tolerate hate here. Please stop it. It is okay
if we've ever
given
you the impression that we are okay with hate, then we apologize for that, but we will not.
Yeah, we absolutely do not tolerate any kind of hate. And this is why it's so fascinating with Crowley being the King of Hell, because it's clear that previous management, it's quite possible that it just didn't bother.
No.
With these things. But then Crowley happened. Yeah,
Crowley's just like, I'm gonna whip Hell up, I'm gonna organise it, and he's probably I get the feeling he's basically, Hell was just a big torture zone, and I get the feeling he's sort of implemented the circles of Hell again. And he's sort of like, this is my organised Hell, and you queue in this area, and you get tortured in this area.
Yeah. And can I just say, Crowley, as someone who writes meta centered around queer issues, and as someone who writes meta centered around, LGBT questions in the fandom, Crowley made my queer meta writer's senses tingle so much this episode. It's just, it's completely amazing. Like, okay, we all know at this point that Crowley doesn't give a shit about sexual orientation in general.
He just likes to make people uncomfortable.
He just likes to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's
which is not exactly a nice thing to do. But just, oh my god.
But he is King of Hell. He is King of Hell.
Yeah, he is King of Hell. And in that scene, he says, I was born to direct, and the demon tells him that he would make a really good dean. I just wanted to scream, because that's 10 levels of different queer subtext. Right there.
I didn't notice that. That is amazing, yeah.
Well, because firstly, look, Crowley in that scene is presenting himself as the member of the artistic minority, so to speak, where queerness is often assumed and much more present than the general society. And he's sitting there in his chair going, I was born to direct, It kind of puts him there. Then you have the thing where he says, I would make a great dean. Now, if someone knows what's up between Cass and Dean, it's Crowley.
Yeah.
And it's not because he cares about it, or in any kind of personal way, or because he cares about Dean being and not being straight. It's because it's something that he has had to use multiple times, and he needs to know exactly what to use against Dean Winchester, and he knows exactly what to use against Castiel, and he has used it multiple times. So he's probably one of the most aware characters when it comes to their relationship, because it's his weapon.
Yeah.
It's his weapon, so what... I'm not saying that he specifically implied that when he said I would make a great dean, but he kind of implied everything about Dean. And that was just fascinating. And then when the demon looks at him, and frankly, the demon freaking checks him out and goes, oh yes, you would make a great dean.
Can we just all appreciate fanboy demon? We love you, fanboy demon.
Yes. Fanboy demon, we love you. Whether you were actually checking out Crowley, like it obviously looked to me, or you're just really trying to suck up to your boss, we love you.
Just quickly, yes, arts does not equal queerness. I see you there.
Yes, no. It absolutely doesn't, guys. What I said was that queerness is often assumed of people from that.
Can I just say, TV shows will always play on stereotypes because that's the quickest way to connect to your audience.
Yeah,
they will play on stereotypes.
So guys, no.
So no. We know this.
Guys,
this, but that's how they put it across to the general audience. It's basically like talking to idiots sometimes. So
yeah, so So guys, no, I'm absolutely not trying to imply that arts means queerness both as a queer person and as an artist, because no, guys, I go to an art academy, there's enough straight people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that they're playing off a stereotype.
Yeah.
A lot of people are... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go on, Shannon, go.
Oh, a lot of people were asking about the about Abaddon coming back and the possibility of her running hell, and they're also asking about the curing of a demon. I honestly think that they're probably going to end up either trying to cure Abaddon, or they're bringing Abaddon back purely for the reason that they want that she might know how to cure a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, wouldn't it be amazing if they tried to cure Crowley and they found out he was an angel and they couldn't cure him?
Aww.
I'm gonna shut up now.
God.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll come on to that in a bit because we have the chat about the upcoming episodes. But don't worry, we will get to it.
Yeah.
I know I would love Abaddon to be in charge of Hell, but I sort of want Crowley to die a valiant death. You know what I mean? I don't want him to suddenly disappear. I want Crowley to die well first, and then Abaddon can take over. And I'm perfectly okay with that because I have such a girl crush on Abaddon. It's unbelievable.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yeah. But I think we should get to that later.
Yeah.
Because we have some more stuff from the episode. Yeah.
So going on, because we talked about Crowley, now let's talk about Kevin here. And how fucking smart Kevin is. I mean, he knew basically as soon as the fake Sam and Dean walked in that they weren't Sam and Dean.
Kevin Tren, advanced placement. Kevin, you're a complete genius. And can I just say, everything about Kevin's character in this episode just completely shook me, because Kevin is showcased as this, he's a really smart guy, but he never had anything to do with the hunting life. He's portrayed as a civilian who got thrown into the thing, and not only did he survive the thing so far, he did it amazingly.
I couldn't...
Yes, sorry. Go, Shannon, go.
I was about to say, when I was sitting there in that scene, I was like, okay, come on, Kevin, you have to figure this out. There's no way you cannot tell that that's not fake. I mean, Sam called you Special K.
Yeah.
I remember watching that scene, and my, 7 shipper feels were just like, oh my gosh, he called him Special K, but then I realized, wait, this is probably so fake. And then... I remember when Crowley walked in and Kevin was just looking all sassy eating his barbecue, and I was like, oh, Kevin, you and I eat barbecue the same.
I was like, Kevin, you are fantastic. I was so happy with Kevin working that out. I was just like, yes.
It was amazing. And again, can I just say, I loved that in the very same episode, we got both the video letter from Kevin, where he was showing his really human vulnerable side, obviously, because, well, who doesn't get scared shitless at the prospect of dying, If you don't get scared shitless at the prospect of dying, you are unhealthy, and there's probably something wrong with your mind. So we get to see that video letter from him, and then we get to see him just completely pawning Crowley.
Yeah.
And it's the same human being, and it's such good character, such good writing, I can't.
I really hope Kevin doesn't die, I really, really want Kevin to hang around. Really bad. Really bad one.
I don't think he's gonna die.
No.
I think that the writers and the people at Supernatural have sort of seen how well the fandoms responded to him.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're gonna kill him off.
And Osric's amazing,
it's sort of like what they probably would have done if they knew Samandriel was so popular. They probably wouldn't have killed him off, but I don't.
I think the problem there was they already planned to kill Samandriel before they worked out how popular he would be.
Yeah.
That's a big problem for them. But I think if the tablet does include on how to resurrect angels, I think we will see Gabriel and Samandriel come back because they are super popular. It'd be a good plot for them. But yeah, just quickly, because someone said about thanking Osric. I don't know if Carolyn's listening tonight, but if you are listening, Carolyn, please thank Osric for us and tell him how amazing he is, because his acting was just phenomenal. Absolutely.
Seriously.
It was It was completely fantastic. It shook me, it broke me, I could barely watch it. It was insane. It was amazing.
I was never more of a fan of Osric Chow until that episode.
Yes, it was, I mean, and I do think we've all been fans of him ever since he appeared on the show, but that episode was just outstanding.
Mm-hmm. It was amazing. So, well done, Osric. We love you to bits. Seriously. So, now, I'm just going to do Dean quick because we have quite a big Sam section because Sam was amazing in this episode. So let's just go on again to Dean being a genius because everyone was a genius in this episode. It was so clever. Now, Dean...
Oh, yeah.
Dean found his brother, passed out on the floor, managed to lug 6'4", God knows how much Jared actually weighs, into a bathtub full of ice. He must have somehow... Where was the ice, guys? Where did Dean find the ice? So filled it with ice.
Hotels have ice machines at the end of the hallway that you can take buckets for and bring them back.
So he must have gone...
Oh, God.
But I'm not sure, because this hotel apparently hadn't been used in 6 years or something. So did it have an ice machine?
Hotels have been doing that for a long time.
No, it's not that. It's just, did it have an ice machine? Because nobody uses the damn place, so...
Well, it was supposed to masquerade itself as a real hotel, just in case anyone actually came in. So I'm betting they had an ice machine. Or, yes, because Reese said he could have went to the kitchen or something.
Yeah. So, basically, somehow he managed to fill a bathtub with ice cubes and managed to bring Sam out of, unconsciousness. So,
he could have just used other powers.
Out of the moose flop.
Moose flop. Oh, that's fantastic. It's like, moose going down. It's just...
Yeah, can I just say, it's... What I really loved about Dean that episode is that, and about this season in general, is that something that gets consistently showcased is just how damn good Dean is at the things he does.
Yeah.
Because this season, we're really being shown that he's fucking amazing, and he admits it himself that he's a damn best hunter out there.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Can we just say how great it is that he acknowledges how amazing he is? It's like, you go, Dean.
It's because
it's outstanding.
Yeah. It's because he's been doing this stuff his entire life. He was trained from a very young age to be a survivor. He was trained to be a caretaker. So I'm guaranteeing you that's not the first time he's put Sam in a tub of ice to bring his fever down. Yeah. I guarantee you it's not the first time he's had to do anything like that. It's just Dean is awesome because he's trained himself since he was very young to be as awesome as he is.
And yet he hates himself because he still thinks he lets people down, and that's terrible.
Just because he's also...
But just being able to admit that is such... It's a sign of healing, guys, and it's definitely not the first time he's doing it, but it really... I mean, it's not that we've never been shown this before, but it got showcased really explicitly. That, like, hey, he's a freaking pro at this, okay? He can pick up the moose. He can do the case practically all on his own. He's amazing.
He is. He's basically your great all-round hunter because he can't just kill things. He can track them down. He can work out what they are. He can work out the best way to kill them. He can efficiently hunt them down, corner them, find their weakness, and then kill them. And he could probably do it mostly by himself. So Dean is amazing, and he was amazing in this episode. I know I don't like Caretaker Dean, but in this episode he was fantastic. So,
firstly, he was fantastic, and like, secondly, guys, I get the concern about Caretaker Dean, but the thing I truly believe about this arc is that this whole arc is meant to show Dean that Sam can do a thing on his own. Because it's Sam undergoing the trials, and the thing is, this episode has shown us that Dean is in no way dysfunctional as a hunter without Sam, because he can do the thing on his own.
Yeah.
He could do all of it without Sam. The reason why he and Sam are doing it together, and why sometimes he's kind of not insistent, but wants to do it together, is because of the personal connection he feels to Sam.
Yeah.
Can I?
And yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, a lot of people are saying, I can understand why a lot of people don't like Caretaker Dean, and there are some times when I don't like Caretaker Dean, because I do think that Sam is older and that he really does need to get out and he needs to do things on his own. And in this, but I feel like in this season, it's not so much they're trying to showcase caretaker Dean as much as they're trying to show protective, caring Dean.
It depends.
Because he hasn't just been this way to Sam. He's been this way to Chrissy. He's been this way to Charlie. He's been this way to Cass. Dean is not just a caretaker to Sam. He cares about every single person that he loves.
And that's it done right.
The thing is,
that's it done right. The problem we've had in previous seasons is, Dean, like, selling his soul. Dean constantly running after Sam. What's wrong with Sammy? All the time. And that was the problem. This is healthy. This is
the exact difference between healthy and unhealthy ways to take care of people, because unhealthy way to take care of someone is completely sacrificing your own agenda by default in order to take care of them, regardless of how it affects your relationship. Now, Dean earlier is Dean doing that because this is what he was programmed to do. But now, slowly, he's kind of healing from John's influence, and now we can finally see him just taking care of some in a healthy, completely brotherly way. Because, come on, if your sibling flopped on the floor, don't tell me you wouldn't try to do something.
If my little brother came into my room and he fainted, he would be in that freaking bathtub ASAP. I don't care what I'd have to do. And that's what I feel like a lot of other people forget. They forget that Dean's obviously going to take care of Sam no matter how old he gets, just because Sam is his little brother. I'm going to be taking care of I'm going to be insisting to take care of my little brother even when I'm old, just because I love my little brother very much.
Just quickly, because Lauren Bagley I see your messages, Lauren, keeps saying what's the difference basically between caretaker Dean and loving and caring protective Dean. Caretaker Dean, often in the fandom, is basically the Dean who all his purpose is to look after Sam. That's where the problem
he sacrifices his agenda completely.
That is his character, that's the problem. It's not healthy, it's the codependency thing again. So it comes down to fandom terms and how the fandom uses the term caretaker. They use it as a term for, that is all Dean is. Yeah. And that's different to what we see now. So
It's term for the type of thinking where Dean thinks that since he has Sam, he can't have anyone or anything else. Because his taking care of Sam is the only thing on his agenda. Now, this season, I really don't think this is the case. This is the season where they're starting to get friends. This is the season where Dean starts nesting. This is the season where we're starting to see the real Dean, and he really is not that kind of Dean anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
And I feel like if Castiel ends up becoming a major part in their lives next season, like he was in season 4 and season 5, then Cass is going to start being more insistent on Dean not taking care of him and Dean not taking care of Sam, and instead of letting Sam and Cass take care of Dean. And I think next season it's going to be less of how much Dean can take care of other people and more of how other people can take care of Dean. I think that would be a really good thing for Dean to learn how to do, is to let himself be taken care of.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Dean really does need and does enjoy it when people take care of him too. It's just that it's something that he was taught he wasn't supposed to have.
Yeah. Dean was brought up to be the caretaker and not be looked after, basically. That's why Dean is he's sort of independent, but also dependent in the same way, if that makes sense. Like, he has to care for people, so he feels like his life is worthwhile, but he doesn't need people to look after him, because him looking after other people is his way of looking after himself. That's Dean.
Yeah.
So moving on, because we have a lot to talk about Sam. This is like a Sam special, because...
Oh god, yes.
Poor baby Sam. Poor Sam. Just, it's actually very painful to see him this way at the minute, actually.
Yeah, promos. It really reminds me of, Lucifer Sam era, with Lucifer in his head, because it's about equally painful. It was about equally painful to him in hospital then, when he couldn't sleep, and it's just now, he's just like...
Guys.
What?
Yeah?
You remember when Sam did that thing where he woke up, and he was... I can English. Where he woke up and he jumped out of the tub of ice, and he looked really afraid. And remember that look of fear in his eyes when he jumped out? It wasn't just the ice; you could tell it was something else. I'm willing to bet, because I saw this post on Tumblr, that it was because he had a split second where he thought that he was back in hell with Lucifer, because Lucifer said in that episode that a lot of people think he's really, really hot, but he's really, really cold.
Yeah. Well, it's like in that episode, Abandon All Hope, and the room was just freezing cold where Lucifer was. So.
Yeah, exactly. And I just, the thing that I keep thinking about and that fascinates me most is the part with Sam hearing Angel Radio, and where Metatron says that Sam is resonating. I have to talk about this because, guys, earlier we have Sam saying that the trials are purifying him.
Oh, now, hang on a second, the cupboard's in the cupboard, shit. Get out of there, get out!
Oh gosh.
Out.
Oh gosh. Anyways, we have Sam saying that the trials are purifying him. Now, when Metatron was talking about it, he used the term resonates. Resonating doesn't simply mean that Sam suddenly got his ears on, he can hear Angel Radio. Resonating means that something vibrates at the same the same way that the source of the thing. So, yes, Sam is carrying inside himself a part of something that vibrates the same way as Metatron.
I felt like it was really kind of, it wasn't funny. It was funny to me, but it's not going to be funny to everyone else. It's going to be heartbreaking to everyone else. But I feel like I should say, part of me wants to say I told you so, because I made that post when Sam started coughing up blood, how in season 4 he was drinking demon blood and now he's coughing it up. When he brought up that, when the resonation thing was brought up and how he was becoming more angelic and he was sort of aligning with angels more, and that in turn was making him purified, that could seriously be why he was why he's puking this blood up, because his body is seriously rejecting all the negativity that's been in it.
And the thing is, it makes sense, because closing the gates of hell is a very serious mission against hell, and the type of creature to normally undertake that mission would be Angel. So it would make sense for that Sam would have to, like, keep inside himself, adopt, accept a small part of that nature in order to undergo those trials and in order to fulfill the mission to close the gates of hell.
And to some people in the chat who are saying they think Sam will become an angel, I don't think he's going to necessarily become an angel as much as it's just going to change. As just going to change. I think he's going to stay mostly human, but there's obviously going to be something different about him now because he's got this new thing inside of him.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting Angel Sam. I just think Sam is gonna need some extra mojo.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna be purified and sort of maybe powered up a little bit. I don't think he'd become an angel, because that goes against the whole storyline of Sam being on the demon side and Dean being on the angel side. So,
Oh, I was just going to say, can we just appreciate the writers for actually giving Sam a real way to sort of redeem himself after after all the crap he did in season 4, because I really don't think he's actually had any sort of redemption past season 4. It's sort of just been all the stuff that's been happening. So I really think that it's really cool that they're sort of giving him his own sort of redemption, and they're finally making him sort of, I feel like eventually they're going to make him feel 10 times more comfortable in their own skin.
Kaleb says, what if Sam becomes a holy man?
A holy man?
Yeah.
What do you mean, K-Bear?
We'll see what he
says. No.
I don't know, but I definitely don't think he'll be an angel, because that's people's like, but the flashing.
No, definitely not.
People are like, but the flashing, that's like an angel. Actually, no, the flashing Sam is experiencing is more like demons when they die. So when you think about it, actually, the flashing could be the demon blood being demolished.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's such a good
That's such a good explanation.
Because that's what demons flash that orange colour when they die. So if that's the same, then it's the demon blood dying inside him.
Yeah, because I don't think Sam's ever been completely human. I mean, think about it, guys. When he was drinking that demon blood, his eyes went dark.
Yeah. So he's just being purified.
I'm thinking he was... Yeah, go ahead.
So... like Moses, he had some angel superpowers, says Kaleb. So he's on about like Moses, or maybe Noah, someone like that, I don't know.
Yeah. Moses, because Moses did have some superpowers, because, I mean, he was able to make the sea part, and he was able to decide the outcome of a battle by raising his hand. So yeah, and that would go really...
Oh, sorry.
What?
Oh, but wasn't Moses only able to do that because God gave him those powers?
And the staff.
Well, yeah.
The staff, didn't he, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The staff of Moses.
But the thing is... but the thing is, it's also sort of the same because it's the tablet. It's the stuff in the tablet giving Sam that power, and the tablets, they were written by Metatron, but by order from God. So it has a middleman, but it is the same thing.
Is it a continuity error that Sam said when was it? So it was either after Lucifer was risen or after something happened. After he came, I don't know. Sam said that he thought God had taken away all the demon blood. He had no cravings and stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's not a continuity error. God took away his addiction. He never drained he never completely fixed Sam. He just kept from craving.
Cool. And the thing is that one of the things that was the most hurtful, I think, is, when Sam was talking about the trials purifying him, just his face. The thing is, Sam isn't really the type to show his self-loathing as much as Dean does. But in that scene, you just could really see it all on his face, how terrible Sam feels about his nature, even despite the fact that he, kind of saved the world in a joint effort, and that kind of counts for a lot.
Hey guys,
but still,
guys.
Yeah.
Hi, Russ.
Oh God, hi, Russ.
Apparently, he's tuning his ass in, so I hope you're listening. Just hi.
Yeah, and just
sorry.
And just the way the trials purifying him somehow could help him with his self-loathing. I really want Sam to feel good about himself. It's so hurtful to see him so hurt, even though we don't often see it, because again, he really keeps it inside.
And to everyone asking about the Grand Canyon, we did cover that Grand Canyon thing earlier.
We did.
So after this gets sort of fixed, you guys can go back and you can hear us talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Russ is on somewhere. He said he was tuning his ass in, so he's around somewhere, I think, anyway.
Ooh, and can we also talk about how...
Shut up, Kaleb! No, stop it, Kaleb.
We never...
What is...
Can we also talk about... Can we talk about how we never knew how much Sam hated himself until this episode? Because I never suspected Sam. I knew Sam probably hated himself as much as Dean, but I never realized that he's always thought of himself as dirty. I mean, it's different to hate yourself than to believe that you're just completely unclean and dirty and just...
Yeah, but the thing about Sam is that Sam has a very, very strong moral compass, and this thing inside himself does not fit within that moral compass. So yes, he does loathe himself for it. This whole thing happening to him, I really, really can't wait to find out more about what the trials are doing to him and more about what he's going to go through, because the things it can do for him are amazing. And we just moose.
I feel so bad for Sam right now. He's being written really well. I mean, he must be written really well for me to actually feel sympathy for him right now, because normally I don't really care that much, to be honest. I'm not a Sam girl, I'm a Dean girl. So often I overlook Sam.
I've always felt so much more of a connection to Sam until the later seasons, just because it wasn't until the later seasons, like seasons 5 and 4, it was really not so much about Dean as much as it was about Sam. And I feel like season 4 really made me sort of distance myself from Sam and align myself with Dean, just because in season 4, Sam was a dick.
Yeah. He was, but...
as much as I love Sam to death, he was a dick.
Yeah, and just the writing of Sam now has made me fall back in love with him, because I'm the same. I really loved him till that season 4 and 5. So now, I love him again, and I feel really bad for him, and it's really, really starting to, get to me now. So, poor Sam. Just poor Sam. We'll get on to the horrible pictures of him soon, but...
I feel like that's the writers this season. In these other few seasons, Sam's never been given a chance to have for people to fall back in love with him. I mean, in Season 5, I really did start to love him again because of what he did, but then in Season 6, he was brought back as Soulless Sam, and that was a really good arc, but it made me feel so uncomfortable with him for the next few seasons just because I had already felt sort of alienated from him. Season 5 helped me a little bit, but then Season 6 happened, and he was Soulless Sam, and then all this other crap happened, and he was Crazy Sam, and he was never given a chance to actually have a good thing happen to him that made me love him again.
Yeah.
So the writers this season have changed the characters from what they have been to something better, to a way that we can love them again.
I mean, kudos to Jared's
it also
acting,
kind of
so.
Yeah, and it also makes me wonder about Sam's possible future. How he may sort of assume a Man of Letters role, which I think would be amazing and absolutely what I want for him in the end, and it just makes me wonder how this thing will go together with it, because I've wondered several times if there is some allegiance between, like, maybe Man of Letters and Heaven, Man of Letters and Angels. It makes me wonder, because, if the group has so much secret knowledge, someone's probably giving it to them, and that also makes me wonder.
Yeah.
I feel like Men of Letters they don't have an allegiance towards anyone. They're completely objective. Like, they're not all about, oh, we have to help someone or we have to help someone else. They're all about learning. They're all about going through and trying to understand how certain things work. They're basically the nerds of the supernatural world. They work and they study, and that's all they do. And they occasionally help hunters who need to be helped, but they help them very few times. Sorry if I can't English today, guys. Like, I think it was Henry who said that most Men of Letters thought of hunters as barbaric people, and that they only helped a few, and then only a few were privy to their information.
Yeah.
Part of me really, really hopes that Kevin ends up staying on, and he and Sam end up becoming really good friends and taking on the sort of Men of Letters roles in them.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, God.
Come on. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be awesome, yes.
And then Charlie becomes a Woman of Letters.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Oh my god! Ah!
We just have the 3 nerds, and then we have the 3 Men of Letters, and then we have Dean and Cass as our 2 soldiers.
I was about to say that, and then Cass joins Dean on the hunting, and they're out sort of this dynamic duo, and when they get home from a hunt, and Sam's just like, oh my god, you two, you were so gross, just go to bed already, and just...
Wouldn't it be really cool if they all sort of alternated? Like, maybe Sam could be a half hunter, half Men of Letters, and then occasionally Cass would stay back and help with the information and help with all the studying, but then Sam would also go hunting. Because Sam and Dean, they're really good at hunting together, but so are Dean and Cass. So I'm thinking it could be sort of a way that they switch off, Yeah. I just feel like if they did that, it would be so cool. It'd be like a flashback to Buffy with the Scooby Gang.
By the way, Russ is definitely listening now, so can I do my creepy thing again? Just sort of like, hi, Russ.
Hi, Russ.
Yeah, hi, Russ. Definitely there. Hi, Russ.
Oh, God. But yeah.
You want a cookie?
What do we... Oh, God, you guys. Guys, Mapal and Russ are really, really gross.
Oh, and guys, if you want me to write a fanfiction like that, I will definitely do it, and I'll use that as my entrance for the Big Bang.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about Hunting Husbands. I do need to write Hunting Husbands more often. I'm sorry. I'll write that over the summer. Over the summer, you will have Hunting Husbands every week. I promise. I promise. So, yes.
Oh God, over the summer, it's going to be so terrible for us. We're going to have entire episodes that are going to be based around pictures being leaked or something.
Oh God, yes. But we're also gonna. We can also bring in a lot of special guests who feature a lot of fan work.
Mm-hmm.
So that.
It's going to be fantastic.
And
also, are you doing the Big Bang too, Shannon?
What?
Are you doing the Big Bang as well?
I want to. I think I'm going to enter, especially now that I have this awesome plot that we've all thought of that I can use. So yeah, I think I'll do.
I thought we were going to do a big. Are you going to do that? We're going to do a big fan fiction at some point, aren't we? But yeah, I'm doing the Big Bang too, guys. So watch out for us. Watch out for us. So
I'm going to kill people off.
Oh no. I know what I'm writing, and it's really depressing. So if you want some angst and tears, then tune into Mapal, and you will get. Anyway.
Y'all thought Twisty Shout was going to be bad. I'm writing fanfiction now.
You haven't read mine. You've read bits of mine. Mine's terrible. Mine is... I cried. I cried writing it. So.
Guys.
Yeah?
You can out-Satan each other later.
Anyway, okay.
Oh, hold on. Can I explain to what the Big Bang is?
Yes.
Oh, yes, do it.
Okay, Big Bang, the Dean cast Big Bang is basically big. It's sort of I'll call it an event because I heard someone call it a contest, but it's not really a contest.
No, it's more an event.
It's a big event where people come up with prompts and then they're paired with artists. And what they do is they write this fan fiction while the artists write art for them, and then they end up releasing them. There's mini bangs and there's big bangs. Mini bangs, I think for the Dean Cast Big Bang is like maybe 15,000 to 10,000 words each.
It's 10.
And then a big bang is above 20,000 words. So basically you have a certain amount of months to write these long fan fictions that are going to be paired with writing. They're going to be paired with art.
Samantha Yen says Dean and Cass Big Bang is Dean banging Cass on a big scale.
Oh, God.
There's that too.
Well,
guys,
that depends on the rating.
Oh, sorry.
That depends on the rating, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to make it NC-17.
As for
guys,
timing... Yeah, go Shannon.
If you want to see what it's about, they have the their website is Deancast Big Bang, no spaces, .livejournal.com. Yeah. They have all of the fan fiction that was published from all the past years that they've done this. And it is where really awesome fan fiction that I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of have come from. One of the most recent ones that everyone is very controversial about is Twist and Shout. Oh. That is the birthplace of Twist and Shout. No. And yes, Brianna, it's basically small fanfics equals a mini bang, and a big bang equals really long fanfics. So. Yeah,
and I have no choice but really to enter the big bang because I can't write anything less than 30,000 words. I can't help it. Anyway, now that's been explained, we shall move on to our upcoming episodes. Oh no, wait, I have something we have to discuss.
Oh wait, no, we have something, yeah.
Something big, and I think I screamed during the episode because Sam's line of "We are heading somewhere," the end.
Oh God.
Wait, when did he say that? When did he say that?
In the car. At the end. He's just, I can't remember what Dean said, but Sam was like, "Oh, we are heading somewhere." The end.
Yeah, and it's just, oh God, if there's actually going to be parallels to the Endverse in the next season and in the following episode, I think I'm going to die. And can I just say, guys, to everyone who gets really depressed by Endverse, and I do too. That doesn't have to mean literal Endverse.
No, it doesn't, no.
It can mean really really smart, really nicely constructed parallels that will make your mind go ding.
See, I was told to discuss this, right? I know everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I ship Russ and Mapal," but I was talking to him and he told me to discuss this because I said, "Is it bad that I'm excited?" Because I like depressing things. I said, "Is it bad that I'm excited that Sam's cut his hair? Cass might be falling, and we're heading into the year 2014." And he said, discuss it. So I'm taking this as this might happen. It's a good theory. It's an awesome theory, and I hope it does happen because it can happen, not just in the way it happened before. Because we could have the Angels planting something such as the Croatoan virus to try and wipe out humanity. And that's the type of Endverse we'd have without Lucifer. So we would still have Sam, and we'd have Dean being normal, and Dean looking after Cass, so Cass doesn't turn out to be like that again. So it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
I think the only reason that Cass was like that in Endverse was because he was seriously forced to fall. He wasn't like he hasn't had the character development he's had now. I feel like he'd be able to deal with whatever was going to happen a lot better now because he's been able to sort of grow and develop his emotions more. Whereas Endverse Cass, he fell when he was still so emotionally stunted that he just didn't know how to deal with anything.
Yeah, and the thing is, the setup we have now, what we're probably gonna have, or what we could have, I mean, I'm not sure, but basically, look, a some sort of massive battle going down, Cass falling, the Moose accepting it, inside himself something that is not, that is not him, whether it's Lucifer, whether it's a teeny-beeny part of Angelic Mojo, help him get on with the trials, or to, not help him because he sure is not feeling very well. And the thing is, it could be an amazing connection made between seasons. It could really, if you took the whole thing and watched it together, it would be completely, orgasmic, pardon my French, if you saw the parallels and if you saw the connections, and it's actual 2014, and now this is happening,
Mm. Yeah. But I think, because a lot of people are worried about if we go into the Endverse that Cass is going to end up a drug-addicted, orgy-loving person. But we have to remember, guys, if Sam doesn't end up as Lucifer, if Sam's still there, Dean will still be there.
Yeah.
Russ, Russ, stop.
What's Russ doing?
Russ said, I feel like I'm being quiet on all of this, but maybe that's because I know how it ends. I'm just like, Russ, stop.
Just shut up, Russ. Just shut up.
Yeah. The thing is, guys, the good thing about those parallels is that if they are going to repeat something, they are never going to repeat it literally. It means that there is no point in having Endverse happen once and then having the same depressing thing with a bad ending happen again. If there are parallels, if they pull actual 2014, it means that something's going to be different this time. Yeah. Just like things were different between the Guts TL arc and the arc in Season 8. This is why Guts TL and Cass and the Crypt scene were different.
Yeah.
You know what I would really like to see?
Yeah.
This is just completely off topic towards Inverse and everything. But I really hope that they will eventually get to close the gates of hell so demons aren't their major enemy anymore, and they really bring more of a focus on the pagans.
Yeah.
Like maybe the pagans start a war against the angels and a war against humans because they want to take back their worlds. And maybe the pagan gods find out that God's not around, because I'm pretty sure a lot of them don't know that God isn't actually up there. So it's sort of it'd be awesome if Season 10 was sort of a war between the pagans and the angels, and the Winchesters and Cass are caught in the middle.
Yeah. And I mean, that would open up so much rich mythology. It would be amazing.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Anyway. That could be, after this tablet arc is done, and they've got that out of the way, then they could do that as sort of their last season giant thing.
Yeah, and people in the chat are screaming Kali, and yes, Kali was one of the most amazing characters in Supernatural, who we saw and who we lost as soon as we saw her, and I just, if there could be something like this, I would be completely ecstatic, because pagan gods, they really rock.
Yeah, I feel like Kali would probably end up leading, because I feel like she'd be really sort of scoring against the angels, because she still loved Gabriel. So she'd probably be mourning Gabriel. It's sort of like it was in Redemption Road, where she was still mourning Gabriel after what happened. Yeah. And I just feel like now she'd be leading this bitter sort of war against the angels, as Castiel is trying to repair hell with Metatron. So Castiel ends up asking the Winchesters to help him take down these pagan gods.
Yeah. Well,
I should for the show.
You should. Good job, Shannon. It'd be great. Although we would all die on the floor if you wrote for Supernatural, seriously.
Oh my god, there would be so many good people y'all like dying, it would just be hilarious for me.
It's not funny! It's not funny,
Shannon, yeah.
I want y'all to know, if I ever make a TV show, and it becomes popular, y'all better expect after it becomes popular, the bodies are going to start piling up.
Yeah. They're just gonna list you in the credits as Satan. They're just gonna be honest.
Satan. Writer, Satan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep, Minnie Moffat, that's me.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, because we discussed that. I think we covered most things for episode 21. So, what have we got coming up in episode 22 and 23 other than massive amounts of pain? What is it? You just make a strangled noise every time I say what's coming up.
Because it's gonna be painful.
Every time I'm just like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's coming up next? Pain and Misery. We've covered that. Now, I really... Is Abaddon coming back this episode that's coming on?
Yeah.
I think so, yes. We're pretty sure about that.
Yeah, Abaddon's in clip show.
And can I just say, thank you for bringing back Abaddon.
It's just like,
we were just like, We have so many reasons to love Abaddon. There are reasons of different nature. But one of them is that, she's an amazing female character, and I am so glad to see that we get another, powerful female demon. Since Meg is dead now, we get Abaddon, and just when she got killed off in that episode, I was hoping so much that we would see her again, and we are going to, and I'm ecstatic completely, because everything about that lady is perfect.
That was the only thing about that episode that I did not like, because Abaddon was such a powerful demon, and she was such a great character. I thought they killed her off so quickly. I felt really cheated. But now she's coming back, and I'm just like, oh, thank Jesus Almighty. She's coming back, because I really think that,
Yeah.
Oh, Russ's kick-ass Tumblr posse, guys.
Russ's kick-ass Tumblr posse, exactly. And I think we can be pretty sure that Abaddon is there to advance the main arc.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I just love Abaddon so much. So she does things to me. She does terrible things to me. I should be asexual. I should be, but for Abaddon, fuck that. It's out the window.
I feel like...
Yeah, no,
I feel like if Abaddon becomes a bigger character, then we're going to see a lot more explanation about the Knights of Hell. And
the Knights of Hell? Oh, yes.
We're going to learn a lot more about demons in general. Which is going to really be awesome, because there's so much crap that we don't know about these demons. We've had them since season 1, and we still don't know that much about them.
Yeah. We got new angel lore. It would be so kick-ass if we got new demon lore, which we probably are going to, because in the shots from the next episode, we can see Sam and Dean talking to Abaddon, and they're clearly trying to get... They're either trying to get information from her, or, either it just looks like this.
Just Daughter of Badass said, think of Abaddon and Naomi in the same scene.
Oh,
man. Oh my god.
Just imagine Abaddon. Oh.
Supernatural does this thing to you where it makes you actively root for the demons as opposed to angels.
Sexuality.
Dude, have y'all heard that rumor that's going around that a lot of people think that Meg's gonna end up getting brought back and cured?
No.
I don't think so, honestly. Because I think Goodbye Stranger did a very good job giving her a hero send-off. So, why would you botch that up? Why would you bring her back again when she was so successfully put to rest?
Yeah. She died quite a good death.
I didn't understand it when it was said, because, it was pretty clearly shown that she died. And when demons die, that, it's kind of a sure thing. You can't really bring them back.
It's like Morbid said, it would cheapen her death.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if you really love the character of Meg, you don't want her to be brought back, because that just means her death meant nothing. So
it's like with other characters' deaths that have happened in the show that have been brought back, they've generally been deaths that were sort of abrupt, that you knew that it shouldn't last. Like every time Castiel has died, it's been, why has he died? Why did that happen? Why did you let this happen? And he's always brought back each time. And when Sam and Dean die, and they die so often, it's always like, oh, they're going to get brought back. Like,
they kind of
died in season 2. I was like, he's not going to stay dead forever. Dean's going to do something stupid.
Yeah. And so with Abaddon, it's either that the demon they're going to try to heal is Abaddon, or they're trying to get some sort of information from her regarding that.
Yeah.
I really don't think they'd be able to cure Abaddon.
Yeah.
I thought it at first, but I'm thinking, no, I think she's way too powerful of a demon for them to even try to cure her.
She loves the devil so much, basically. She loves what she is. You wouldn't even be able to try to redeem her. You want a demon like Ruby, who actually still had some humanity left in her.
Well, I don't know. I never really liked Ruby that much.
I sort of did.
Yeah,
I love Genevieve, obviously. Genevieve's amazing.
Well,
but...
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh.
But
like, at the same time... Yeah. At the same time, Abaddon is a Knight of Hell, so she's an ex-angel, basically, and that kind of makes her special. Maybe it is why they're trying to get information from her in the first place.
I just love how they've sewed her head back on. I just casually just stitch a person's head back on. Yeah, like you do. Yeah.
I feel like with... I lost my train of thought.
Well, I'm going to quickly address Kaleb then, who says Ruby was lying to them the whole time. Ruby always had an alternate agenda, but she did still have some humanity left in her. I really do think she felt for Sam.
Yeah.
I really, really
Honestly,
did.
finding out that Ruby lied to Sam and Dean the entire time made me love her a lot, because I was like, there you go. There's your demon side that I've been waiting to see. I knew you were entirely good.
And the thing is, guys, Ruby could absolutely at the same time love Sam and have her own demon agenda, because she genuinely thought that what she was doing was for the best. That she would do this, she would get Sam to do this, and then Sam would get his reward from Lucifer.
And can we just say how ingenious it was for the writers in Season 4 that Ruby ended up being the big bad that entire time, because she had been orchestrating this the whole time?
Yeah.
She knew more than Lilith did.
Yeah. True.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're off topic now.
We are. So I'm gonna put some pictures up for you now. They are not in the right order because I literally just scrabbled them together off the 823 tag. So I'm just gonna sort of grab some pictures here. What do we have? This is 823. So we have Metatron. Can I just say I love the actor who plays Metatron?
Yes,
He's great, isn't he?
I'm so glad they didn't make Metatron this, like, smoldering hot,
Exactly.
Because that's how they've made almost all the angels, except the ones that are supposed to be extremely evil. So I'm just like, yay, we finally have someone who doesn't look like a supermodel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, again, he resonates, on the same wave as Chuck, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's this scruffy dude with the books. just that Chuck was writing them and he's reading them.
Yeah. I love him to bits. He's just so cute. And like I said, the one thing I've always loved about Supernatural is how not all of the main characters are good looking. Well, they are in their own way.
Yeah.
But they're not all supermodels. Like, you've got, Jim Beaver as Bobby, and Mark Shepherd, who is just one attractive motherfucker, but not everyone sees him that way. So I just like that they're not all these
do.
Yeah, I do. I just like they're not all these big sort of supermodel, tall, elegant people.
Yeah.
And I love that about it. I really do.
Yeah. And it's such a beautiful subversive way to show that great power and good intent don't always come in a flashy candy wrapper.
Yeah.
And most of the time they actually don't.
Yeah. So yeah, we have that picture. I'm going to do some more Metatron pictures here. We have Metatron and Castiel at a bus stop. Why are you at a bus stop? Any ideas? Any ideas why two angels are chilling at a bus stop?
Well, Cass definitely...
Obviously they're trying to catch the bus.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Cass has definitely gotten into the habit of riding buses, but he also, generally has the habit of talking to people in the randomest of places. But I do think that Metatron could totally be taking the bus because, well, it's in his best interest to conceal himself.
Nevin says they are waiting, literally waiting. Maybe they are waiting for something. Symbolism for waiting. Or maybe they're actually just waiting for a bus. I don't know.
Yeah. Because the thing is, now would be literally the worst time for Metatron to, flash himself.
Yeah.
So I would think that he really wouldn't want to be using his angel mojo.
Yeah.
He needs to literally get as far away from Naomi as he physically possibly can.
Yeah.
Because she's the worst nightmare he can have right now.
So yeah, more pictures, more Metatron. I'm just going through the Metatron ones because I'm really, really unhappy about this picture with Naomi with a blade to Metatron's head, and he looks so cute and adorable, and I'm not okay with this. Please. Please. Have you seen it? And just, why is Naomi threatening Metatron? Is there some sort of leverage here, or...
Because Naomi is evil, and she is the spawn of Satan.
Yeah.
Well, she's the spawn of God, but she's also the spawn of Satan.
Yeah, evidently, Metatron was not very successful at concealing himself.
I think he was. It's just that the boys sort of led her to them.
It could be, yeah.
Maybe, or I don't know. This looks like some sort of showdown type thing happening here because we've got another angel. There, I've just put it up.
Yeah.
Kind of, I like her. Have you seen the other angel? Who's with Naomi? She's very tall and athletic and kind of pretty, and I really quite like her. I'm really curious.
I haven't seen it. Oh, okay, the picture's coming up.
It's just come up now, yeah.
Wow, if I was straight, I'd be attracted to that.
Yeah. Isn't she pretty? She's
Mapal. I think Mapal and I can both say that we are attracted to.
Yeah.
I feel like she's probably going to be Naomi. I feel like if she ends up becoming a character that is there, she's going to end up being Naomi's right-hand woman, angel. Naomi's right hand being of celestial intent, wavelength of celestial intent. There we go.
Yeah.
What?
But
Russ, I am the neighbour of Satan, movie god 665, and I have never seen Naomi at his house. Thank you, Russ. Thanks. Cheers.
and can I just say, guys, look at them. It's fascinating. They have almost like a mother-daughter.
I know.
They look like a mother and daughter.
They do. Don't they?
They have similar faces, same hair color, same outfit.
That's really curious. Anyway, the other side of the face-off, can I just say, is Cass on the other side. Oh my god, that is one handsome picture of Cass. So this is going to be interesting. Mate, do you think Dean and Sam are around somewhere, or are they on their way, or is it just Cass facing down Naomi with Metatron?
Honestly, I would think that it could be either, but if it's the next episode, I would think that Sam and Dean are preoccupied with the trial.
Yeah.
More than anything.
I don't know. And we have another picture of Cass with his angel blade. So clearly shit is going down. Shit is going down. Shannon, you're very quiet.
I'm very quiet because I'm typing something to someone that we will talk about once the broadcast is over.
Okie dokie. I
Okay.
think I know what that is.
Sorry guys, I'm doing something. I'm in the middle of doing something, and I know I shouldn't be doing it during the chat, but
it's really important. I know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. So Cass is looking very damn attractive. Can I say? Kudos on your face, Misha.
Yeah.
This is looking great.
The sex hair is back-ish.
Yeah.
It's not quite the sex hair. It has a similarity to the sex hair, and I am very pleased about that because this is one thing I have been asking for a whole damn season. I don't know about you guys.
Hey, Russ, if you want to do anything for us, Russ, you need to sneak onto the set. You need to find Misha in season 9, and you just need to run your hands through his hair repeatedly.
Just please muss up his hair. We really appreciate the sex hair. We really love it.
Petition
love
for the sex hair to come back, please, Russ. Thank you. Let's move on to the very painful image that is Sam Winchester and Jared's acting and just. Oh, he looks awful. He looks genuinely on death's door.
Yeah. Oh God. Hurt Moose is so hard to see.
I think it was hot.
Oh.
It does look sort of hot, doesn't it? But it's also really depressing.
Yeah, it's really depressing, but it's all because I can see the hurt in his eyes. But I don't know. I always find the battle-tornness of some people really attractive.
Yeah.
But I will agree. As hot as it is, it's very heartbreaking. Like I'm just like, oh, Sammy, I just want to run my hands through your hair and make you feel better.
It's just Jared's acting though. He's just incredible. And then we have the other side of Dean, just looking generally worried about him.
That's why I think the show is really underrated towards a lot of people because the acting is so well done.
Kaleb says there's that blood in his hair. Kaleb, it sort of does look a bit like blood. That is kind of worrying. So, and then we have Dean and Sam. Looks like Sam's got a cut on his arm, which doesn't bode well. And Dean's doing something. I don't know. I don't like the look of that. But yeah, Dean is so pretty again. Everyone's saying Dean is really pretty.
Dean is always pretty.
Russ says, I am fairly confident that if I was to run my fingers through Misha's hair, that it would become a labour relations kind of thing. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. But I don't know what's in Dean's hand. Someone says, what's in his hand? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Just gonna have to find out.
Yeah, that's a lot of typing there, Shannon. And one last picture of Sam looking really, really fucking depressed and like he's about to die. I'm really not okay. How does Jared look so small all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Like, he actually looks like he is on death's door. Like, he doesn't look as bulky across his shoulders. And he looks really thin.
Guys, look at his cheekbones.
He looks awful.
He looks completely awful. I don't think we've seen him look this bad. Because he doesn't just look tired like he did in the hospital when he had Lucifer in his head. He also looks completely starved.
It does, like Gemma said, like I was trying to say, it looks like he's lost weight. That or they've put a bigger shirt on him to make him look like he's lost weight. But it's really clever. It is really, really clever. Yeah. I hope Jared didn't starve himself for this. I really do, but...
Oh, God. No, Mapal, you can quite successfully do that with makeup.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's clever clothing, like getting a bit of clothing that's maybe a couple of sizes too big to make it look like he's lost weight.
Yeah.
So a lot of makeup.
Oh God, it's horrible.
It's awful.
And if I remember correctly, in the last episode, we already had Dean asking Sam if he'd eaten, and Sam saying that basically,
like,
if I remember correctly,
Dean said he hadn't eaten in 3 days.
Correctly, yeah, he said he'd forgotten to eat in 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kaleb, why did you send us that?
What? What's Kaleb done?
Kaleb.
Oh my God,
Crowley's
going to kill Jody and Sarah. Crowley investigates the Winchester's past and kills the people they say.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
We actually already know that, because remember, I think Carver said something about a number of people being brought up just to, like, torment Sam and Dean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen it now. Yeah, I saw that post earlier. Yeah. It is, oh God, that's a terrible cough. Yeah, I saw it earlier where basically Sarah and Jodie are coming back just to die, and I am not okay with this. Well, I honestly don't care about Sarah, but Jodie cannot die. Touch Jodie, and I will kill you.
I hope to God Jodie doesn't die, because oh no. Then again, you're watching Supernatural.
Yeah. Oh, someone says Jodie comes in 8:23, not clip show. So that's...
Oh, does she? Whew. Oh, okay.
Whew. Okay, but Sarah might die. Oh no, Kaleb says that was the description of 8:23.
Oh, okay, no, guys, no one's safe.
No one's safe, never. This is Supernatural, nothing is ever okay. Anyway, anything else you want to say about the upcoming episodes of, oh my God, this is going to be so painful? I'm not okay.
Oh God.
I'm not okay.
This is going to be painful, and I can't wait.
No. It's okay, I'm watching the next 2 episodes. I'm watching the next 2 episodes live, and I do believe I'm watching it with Shannon and Kaleb, if it all goes well.
Yep. Maple's going to be watching Supernatural on mine and K-Bear's Supernatural date.
Yep.
I'm going to be like the awkward third wheel. It's going to be terrible. So.
Yeah.
Oh well. So yeah, moving on, because we have some interesting fandom stuff to talk about. Me and Silven are going to jump on this like a rodeo.
Oh yes, we're going to jump on this, yeah.
Yeah. So there was a bit of talk going around the other day. I can't remember what day it was. It was probably over most people's dashes of the talk about Castiel's sexuality and Castiel having relations with people before having relations with Dean. Whew.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, the post that was the big problem for me was I was fine with it all, people believe what they want, until I saw a post saying if Cass slept with someone else, then he was whoring himself out.
Oh my...
Yeah, no.
Deep breath, Shannon, deep breath.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Go,
Mabel,
Silven.
do you want to do it first?
No.
Okay, yes.
No, you go.
Guys, look. I want to do a little general talk because there seems to be a lot of confusion about two things regarding character sexuality in fandom. There are two big things that we need to accept to even look at these things in an acceptable way. And the first thing is, sex is in and of itself ethically neutral. There are other factors that can change your perception of it and make it not ethically neutral, but they are factors that are outside the fact that it's sex. Sex in and of itself is ethically neutral. That means that your relationship with it can be completely subjective, and that's great. You make it work for you. You don't need you don't need to justify it to anyone. It could be absolutely exactly what you like, what you want. You get it. The thing is, it works the same way with characters, and the way we treat their sexuality and their actual sexual relations to the show depends on other factors that surround them, but it all comes down to the fact that in and of itself, sex is ethically neutral. The moment when Dean or Cass having sex with other people within the prism of their relationship would become not ethically neutral would be if they were in a monogamous arrangement where they would specifically tell each other not to do that. And because then they would be breaking a promise, and that would be the problem, not that they're having sex. They could have promised each other anything else. They could have promised each other not to buy green pants, and if one of them buys green pants, they are being bad and breaking a promise. But neither Dean nor Cass have ever made any kind of arrangement, even similar to this, with each other, which means that they are under no moral obligation to each other to do it or not do it. And the second thing is, guys, please stop equating sex with love. People can have really different attitudes toward these things, but mistaking sex for love is like mistaking the color red for the taste of strawberries. Sometimes they go together, and that's awesome. That's yummy. But not all strawberries are red, and not everything that's red is strawberries. If you love strawberries, and if you only want to eat strawberries, that's awesome. That's your preference. Go for it. But it works differently for different people. Some people don't like strawberries, they like meat. Or caviar.
Can I start up soon? Because...
Yeah, do.
I also have a lot to say. Pardon?
I'll be after you.
Yeah. Firstly, no, I will not link to the post because I'm not an asshole. I never shame people in public. I never call people out because I'm not an asshole. Because I've been called out publicly and it's not very nice. So, right, I did post some stuff on this when it happened, but I am going to start again I'm going to start with, you are allowed to perceive Castiel and his sexuality how you want. And I know someone who was saying that they don't feel it's right that people can associate Cass with being asexual and can associate with him closely because of that, but she is not allowed to associate with him as someone who's a bit more gender fluid, as someone who would be interested in testing out their sexuality before they settle down in a relationship. So it all depends how you identify with Cass, how you perceive him. It isn't, in canon, it has not been stated what Castiel's sexuality is. We have just taken away from canon that we believe he's asexual or demisexual. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth, because it has never been stated otherwise. All we know is that Castiel is completely indifferent to sexual orientation, which means he could be anything. I also believe he doesn't perceive gender, so he's more likely to be pansexual or demisexual, or maybe asexual, than bi or gay or straight. So, yes, he doesn't care about sexual orientation, and we can't say whether he's asexual or not because, sex isn't really the top of his agenda. That doesn't mean he doesn't like sex or he's not interested, it just means he is probably a bit too busy for sex right now. So we have seen him show sexual interest, such as in season 6 when he had the erection and when he kissed Meg. we have seen him understand sexual connotations. So obviously we don't know. So you identify with him how you want. If you want to perceive him as asexual and identify with him that way, then that is all up to you. You can do that. But you absolutely cannot shame people who are a bit more gender fluid, who feel they might need to explore their sexuality before settling down. You cannot shame them and judge them and sex shame them. That is not fair. You are all entitled to believe what you want. So someone said, people are going around people are saying that Cass needs sexual encounters before Dean. For some people, they feel that he does. Now, some people feel that he doesn't. So, again, it is all perception, but you absolutely cannot shame people for whatever they believe. You cannot shame people for believing that he needs that experience before he settles down with the one. So, again, you cannot shame people for believing that he doesn't need that he shouldn't have that. You cannot shame people for what they believe, so please stop. So, yeah, that's generally where I was going with it. So you believe what you want, and you absolutely cannot shame people for what they believe. So, yes, Shannon, would you like to carry on?
Okay. Basically, you guys are saying everything I'm saying, but I'm simplifying it in my own mind because I'm dumb. Okay. First, we're going to talk about people calling Castiel a whore if he starts going around with other people. Okay. I, for the longest time, have not understood people's definition of the term whore. Because, okay, I'm very different from a lot of the people that I've grown up around. Around here, you're a whore if you go around having sex with people. And then I'm thinking, well, I don't really see how... But then I remember growing up thinking, well, I don't really see how that makes you a whore because it's generally always... Because it always ends up happening. People are always like, oh, she's a whore because she has so much sex, or he's a whore because he has so much sex. But I'm thinking... That doesn't make any sense because that's like saying, oh, well, that person can't find enjoyment out of something that's genuinely meant to be enjoying. And I feel like that's a lot of the reason is because we as a society equate, like what Silven says, we equate sex to love. And and you're saying basically that, oh, you have to, I'm sorry if my brain's a little fried right now, guys.
Yeah, it's okay.
And basically, you're saying that every time you have sex with someone, that that it has to be this loving, emotional thing. When for a lot of people, it really isn't. It's it's different if it's something that's unsafe or harmful, or that you haven't already consented to, or that if you just, or it's different in that sort of connotation. But when you're seriously going around having sex with two consenting people, and you're both enjoying it, and you both already have this sort of set thing, then it doesn't make you a whore.
The thing is...
What?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
The thing is, the concept of a whore is a lie.
Yeah.
Because it's inherently created to make you feel shameful about your sexual preferences.
Like...
So it's not a thing! Guys, whore is not a thing. It's not a real thing.
Well, preach it, Silven, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting here, because okay, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not as sexually experienced as a lot of people who are my age, but I'm also not as judgmental as people who seem to be sexually experienced. I don't see, because I really think about, what if this is me? What if I end up growing up and I realize, hey, I like having sex. Why can't I have sex more often without people judging me? That's what I think about. I'm not having sex right now, but I think about later in life. And I feel like a lot of people just don't really think about that. They don't think about that, how people feel and how people view sex, because sex is genuinely a subjective thing. Everyone views it differently. And with a character like Castiel, who seriously he's completely... I'm not going to say he's oblivious. He knows what sex is. He knows how sex works. He's probably ended up enjoying sex at some point in his long existence. But it doesn't make Cass a whore for wanting to know how certain things feel. Like, if Cass wants to know what it feels like to be with a woman, then he should be able to go out and be with a woman without people judging him.
Yeah, the thing is...
It's different, say, if Dean and Cass both agree that they were going to be in a monogamous relationship that was not going to involve them messing around with other people, but that's not what this case is. Dean and Castiel are not together. Therefore, Castiel should be able to explore his different options, sow his wild oats.
And the thing is, the moment we try to ethically evaluate the sole fact that someone's having sex without any of the other variables, like say they're having it secretly when they're in a monogamous relationship, or there are consent issues or anything like that, that's understandable. But the moment we're trying to ethically evaluate the sole fact that there is sex, we're slut-shaming. And that's not a healthy attitude.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys said, because I was replying to someone on something, but someone said earlier in the chat that, as well, Cass is basically the whole spectrum, because he doesn't have a gender.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't have a sexuality. Yeah. So he's just basically the whole spectrum. So people keep trying to put him in a box, and that is not really the way to go. It's like you wouldn't put people in a box, so you don't put a celestial being in a box.
Yeah. Just because he's a wavelength of celestial intent does not mean you can put him in a box.
No, don't put him in a box. He doesn't like boxes. Boxes are small and cramped. So yeah, it's just, and a lot of people are saying that Cass equates sex with love, but I think that I don't think he's that naive, to be honest. I don't know. It's tricky.
It's not so much a matter of naive as I think a matter of demisexual or not, and I actually don't think we've ever been given an impression that Cass is like specifically demisexual.
No, there was just everyone.
Honestly, I don't.
The porn scene where he said, "If the pizza man really loves the babysitter, why does he keep hitting her?"
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not. I don't really think that's Cass expressing his personal views. I think it's Cass trying to get our culture, and in our culture, we often mistake one for the other, because in movies, most of the time, when characters having sex are shown to be characters who are either in love with each other, or or there's a romantic storyline involved. Well, porn is a thing that completely excludes that romantic storyline part and just gets to the physical.
But that is not always the case. That is not always the case, because I showed you a porn video the other day that had a romantic storyline. So,
yeah, this happens.
This happens. So, who is to say that Cass was watching this porn, and maybe before all this, we had quite a romantic storyline?
Ooh, can I say something?
Yes, you can.
Okay, and this is part of something that's brought up in the chat.
Sorry, Russ again.
Why is it okay to call Cass a slut for wanting to explore his sexuality, but people were perfectly okay with Dean when he was sleeping with tons of women throughout the whole season? Dean wasn't a slut when he was sleeping with those women. He was just a guy who was having sex.
Yeah.
You've got Castiel.
It's because
the perception of Castiel is completely different from Dean. People have turned Castiel. They haven't turned Castiel into this character who can have sex if he wants to. They turn him into a character that they think should only be for Dean. That they think shouldn't have his own sort of personality when it comes to how he wants to have sex. Just because he has sex does not mean he will not fall in love with Dean. Does not mean he already doesn't love Dean. It just means he wants to know more about humans' experiences towards sex.
And the thing is, the thing with Cass here is that Cass is the proverbial virgin, and society and fandom within society generally has an unhealthy attitude towards virginity, and Cass is the character who gets hit with it very often because of the entourage of angels being shown as perfect and pure, and as different as Cass is from the other angels, his virginity is one that gets fetishized quite often.
Okay, I'm going to say this now. Just because you're a virgin does not mean you want to have a meaningful sexual first time.
No.
And it doesn't and it's not necessarily healthy for someone to wait as long to have that meaning. It really just depends on how you feel about sex. I have really good friends who are virgins who are just like, I could care less about an emotional connection, I just want to have sex. That's because they don't view sex as much as an emotional connection as I do. I view it as an emotional connection, but I'm not going to judge people who have sex to have fun.
Yeah.
That's slut-shaming. Slut-shaming is bad. Any sort of shamming is bad. Why would you want to sham someone for doing something that they like to do?
It's not fair. And I mean, as well, I don't know if we've mentioned, but some people are perfectly capable of being in a full emotional relationship with someone but not seeking sex there, and then going elsewhere for the sexual relation, which is nothing to do with love. But they love the person they're in an emotional relationship with. I have heard of this before. I think I'm in a similar relationship to that.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Ooh, can I say something really quick?
Yes,
just to answer this thing. In the show, there are actually not that many that are actually sexual. They're all very sort of asexual. With the sexual angels we have seen are angels that were different from everyone else. Like we've seen Balthazar and Gabriel. They were both very sexually charged angels because they realized how much they like sex.
Yeah.
But for angels like Naomi and angels like Zachariah, we didn't really see them as sexual beings. So that's what we mean when we say that angels view themselves as perfect. Yeah. Angels in the Bible, they had sex.
Yeah.
They did.
They were just sex. They sexed.
Yeah, but Gemma has a good point. There, whatever reasons you have for sex, you should always be sure that you want to have sex, and that is the main point. So.
Anna, as long as you want it, it's okay.
Yeah, Anna liked sex as well. Someone said, "Yeah, there's another angel."
Yeah,
Anna.
Yeah.
Anna.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of the angels we've seen probably have never experienced sex. Yeah. Or they probably just don't remember experiencing sex since they only wipe their hands.
Or they just
or they're just like sex.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Everyone's saying Naomi's totally had sex and it's totally been with Crowley.
Yeah, that is a headcanon that many people have.
But yeah, angels have had sex though, or sort of, because you have the Nephilim.
What happens in Mesopotamia stays in Mesopotamia.
But I really want to know what happened in fucking... Yeah.
I think we all really want to know what happened in Mesopotamia.
It's just like the Avengers fandom, and they want to know what happened in
Budapest. Yeah.
Budapest.
It's
exactly.
Supernatural's Budapest, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we have covered that pretty damn well. So, with about 20 minutes left, we shall move on quickly to some fan questions. We're not actually fluid this week.
I thought we had 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's 3:51 on my clock.
Oh, yeah, we do. Things counting down to 1:40 at the minute. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, 51. We have 10 minutes then. So quickly, I just want to address our last... Why is that saying 1:40? That's weird. Yes, someone sent us a message saying, I've just read this and I couldn't agree more. Did you notice this as well? Why Misha is portraying Cass this way? Why he is so different? Can you please tell us what you think? And the post was, my question is, why does Jensen's acting look like Dean is very much in love with Cass this season, but not the other way around?
Ooh, I have an actual answer for that.
Yes?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. I don't think that Castiel isn't showing how much he loves Dean. It's just that love is a very difficult thing for Castiel himself to portray because he's so sucky with emotions. And Dean hasn't been showing it because I don't think until this season he's known that he loves Cass, so this season he's showing it a lot more. Now I'm going to get a little in-depth with it. With Castiel, we've always sort of seen how it's always been sort of blatant how much he's loved Dean, even though it's never actually been a very big thing. There's never been actually any big indicators for Castiel loving Dean. It's just sort of something we've all sort of had an allusion to. While with Dean this season, it's definitely more blatant. We're seeing how much he cares for Castiel. We're seeing how much he's shown that he needs Castiel. There could be a plethora of reasons why Castiel isn't reciprocating. One is how people are saying it. Castiel feels guilty. I could totally see this happening. Castiel feels guilty and he thinks he's bad for Dean, so therefore he's not going to say how much he loves Dean. He's going to try to distance himself like he has been this season. Another one, a thing that I believe is Dean's becoming so blatant, therefore it makes Castiel's sort of actions seem like they're a little bit less. But in actuality, they're not. If you're thinking about it, everything Castiel has done this season has genuinely been for Dean and for Sam and Dean, and mostly for Dean. We've seen Castiel. We saw Castiel push Dean out because he knew that if he didn't, Dean would stay in there with him and suffer with him, which he didn't want. We've seen Castiel actually go and try to help Dean. We've seen Castiel distance himself from, and the only thing that shows that Castiel might not care as much about Dean as usual is the fact that Castiel has been I apologize.
That's okay.
It's the fact that Castiel has also been very distant, which goes back to the purgatory thing. He probably does blame himself for a lot that's happened. He probably blames himself for what happened in season 6. He probably blames himself for why Dean is so for what happened in the tomb. I'm trying to think of a good word. He's guilty. And that's the main reason why. In fact, both of those reasons, the one that I brought up and that one, could go in very well together. It's just the fact that Castiel has changed a lot since the previous seasons. He's become a lot more self-aware and a lot more sad.
Yeah. And guys, don't y'all remember the crypt scene? Guys, come on. That is the ultimate display of love, and it kind of gets shoved on your face that no, it's not exactly platonic. The thing with Cass is that it's much more of a show, not tell, and that Cass is both, kind of self-punishing, and he's afraid that he'll fuck it up for Dean. And Dean and Cass's arcs, as characters, they parallel to each other. And while Dean, right now, is at the stage where he's kind of slowly starting to heal, and he's able to express emotions because of that, and he's able to express more, and he wants to talk about feelings, Cass is in the stage where he self-suppresses. It's a sign of guilt, it's a sign of self-loathing, but it's the place he's in right now.
Yeah. I totally agree. So, I'm sorry, we're going to have to start wrapping up now. Because, wow, we've talked a lot. So, we have to wrap up with quickly a few things about what's coming up with Profound Radio in the next few weeks. So we're coming up to finale week, which is going to be terrible. We might have a special surprise next week. We'll see. Might. Big teaser.
Very special surprise.
Maybe.
Super special surprise.
Maybe. We'll see. I'll sort this out after the show. Maybe special surprise. I think we're doing it the week after the finale. We are having a fandom best super special episode. Would you like to explain this, Silven?
Oh yeah, guys. We would like to put together a podcast that would showcase different kinds of fandom work in different genres. The best of the fandom and the fandom favorites. It means that you submit us your favorite fic, you submit us your favorite meta, you submit us your DSTL experiences and how DSTL has helped you in your life, and how you identify with both Dean and Cass as characters, and how much they have helped you. You submit us all kinds of favorite fan work, and we pick and we make a podcast that showcases all of it.
Yeah. So if you would like to submit your favourite things and make some suggestions, you can email us at radio@profoundbond.com, or you can put it into our Ask box, any of our Ask boxes really, and we'll find them. Also, for those of you who have already sent emails to Profound Radio, we do have your emails. I will be bringing up a schedule for those of you who would like to come on over the summer. So don't worry, I have all your emails. You're not being ignored. So yeah, best of fandom would be amazing. Totally. It's going to have everything in it. And then also, just quickly talking about finale night. We're not totally short of doing them. I think we're doing something, aren't we? Maybe doing
I think we agreed that we're going to try to have a sort of special show for the finale. But a lot of it comes with a problem. Like, I think we originally intended to try to do an all-night thing, but Silvan and I have school, so we really can't.
Yeah, we really can't.
But we might come on, a few of us might be on before the episode. I know Steph wanted to come on at some point as well, maybe after the episode. So there'll be a few of us floating around, maybe. We might do a special broadcast. No, Russ, not my ass box. Your ask box with a K. With a K, Russ. Just,
It's okay, Russ. A lot of people call it that.
Yeah, ass box. It could be my ass box. You never know. So shush. Everyone is welcome to my ass box. So yeah, finale night.
Oh my god. Yeah. That should be our second slogan after Free to Pee.
Yeah, ass box. everyone is welcome. So, so yeah, finale night. A few of us will probably be chilling around for a special, maybe before and after the episode. We were going to try to record our reactions, all of us together in the episode. I have no idea if that'll even work. So we'll see.
I will say that if we do this after the show goes off, you guys might not, for those of you who won't be able to watch it, you might not want to watch that until after you've watched the show, because chances are we're going to get spoilery.
We're just going to scream the whole thing, aren't we?
Yeah.
So it might not be very long, it might not be a huge broadcast, but we will try to do something. Yes, on here, on this broadcast, we will try to do something. I will definitely be here, and I will try to drag somebody on with me. So, I know it's late for Silven, or early for Silven, so someone will definitely be on with me.
It's early.
It's early. You can always come on after the episode. If you watch it live, you can always come on after, if you're not too tired or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. So yeah, we'll be doing something. I was going to put Puck DL on, but he's totally disappeared. So, I don't know what's happening with that. But that's pretty much it for today, I believe. And that rounded up quite nicely to our 2 hours. Gemma, I will drag you on. I will drag you on. There are several of you wanting to come on, so we will definitely do a finale special, I think. I'll probably rotate.
Seriously, guys.
What's Russ done now?
Oh my god, someone's saying I giggle like Beach in the season 6 gag roll. Thank you, I will take that as a compliment.
Oh dear. So yeah, that's great. We'll do a finale party. It might be an all-night finale party. I might be on all night. I might just talk to myself for a bit. That'd be great. Someone's got to keep me awake. So yeah, that is rounding us up quite nicely. Oh, just quickly, final thing, for anyone who hasn't seen, there are pictures going around of Richard Speight Jr. in Dean Winchester's gym shorts. Apparently they are the official spare costume, so look out for that. So yeah, we're good. That's us, guys. We're done. Are you guys thirsty? You're busy, aren't you? You're busy typing. I can hear you typing.
Yeah,
I'm not typing.
Okay, so we're done. Come on, wrap this up, Shannon. Wrap this.
Wait, what am I doing? Oh,
you're just typing. You're just like typing away, and we need to wrap this up. We need to go. This is over.
Oh, you want me to hang up?
Yeah, we are wrapping up now. I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye.
Okay.
Yep.
It's time to say goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So do we all say goodbye now?
Yeah, we're all saying goodbye now.
Yeah.
So,
Shannon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Shannon, we are.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Yeah, bye guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye everyone. Thank you for listening.
You're all amazing, and we love you all. So bye bye.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye bye.